Howdy! Today we're talking about Night of the Living Dead, directed by George A. Romero. This is Peter, co-creator and host of House of Something or Other.
And I am Gabriel, the co-creator and the other host.
And this is the fourth time we've tried to record this today.
Yes, Peter's camera is officially fucked. We had a big little opening thing about how we've not actually watched the film this time round.
But we've both seen it before.
We've seen it before. I feel like I've said that so many times. If I hear that sentence again, I will kill something.
So yeah, it's not the first zombie movie, but it's the first to bind it all together, basically.
Yeah, the first one, and I'm going to rush through the explanation this time because I really, really want to get this over with. It's the first one to come up with the idea of zombies as shambling, empty corpse people that eat folk. All zombie films before this, and that might be a generalisation, but I don't care because I want to go home. All zombie films before this were like voodoo people. Like people had been hypnotised and they were blindly following orders, but they were like proper people, just kind of empty and vacuous. And are you wearing my shirt?
I'm wearing Gabriel's shirt from last time.
Yeah, I hope it's not actually my shirt. I hope you bought a separate shirt.
Of course not.
Yeah. We need to remember not to wear the same shirt. Yeah. For that would be proper weird.
So yeah, the acting in this, it's a lot better than Blood Feast.
A lot better than Blood Feast. Again, said that so many times, it's just, I'm going to be hearing that phrase in my sleep.
The only person who's really bad is Barbara. A lot of people you might know this from Shaun of the Dead. It's referenced, "We're coming to get you, Barbara."
Yeah, they say they're coming to get you here, but never mind. I'm just being very nitpicky.
So yeah, it tackles social issues and stuff.
So it doesn't. It doesn't. The main character is black, but George Romero said it wasn't meant to be a social comment, which makes it much more of a social comment because of the time it came out in. Because it came out kind of civil rights movement in America, where black people were still considered kind of subpar, but...
Yeah, but it's just because he gave the best audition.
Yeah, he did the best audition, so...
So, I suppose clip time?
Clip time, yes. Good God, yes. By the way, if I'm not going on about wanting to go home and the rest of it, it's because we filmed all that stuff before this, and I'm really stressed now. So, yeah, clip time, there we go.
Yeah, this is Johnny, the producer guy, yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
So actually, that tie, I think me and Pete did a film a while ago where I played a clown, and I had a tie. I want that tie. I want to go back in time and steal his tie. So
we'll do a George Lucas on the film and change bits.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone else that did that film's watching, we won't. We really won't. Don't hurt us.
So that's Barbara, the really terrible actress in this movie.
Surprisingly, for a film with like a budget of tuppence and some crisp
wait, this
like
big line's coming.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah!
We're sad.
You're ignorant.
You're ignorant, man. Who uses that as an insult anymore? 4-year-olds.
Well, this was the 60s, man. It was... Oh, here comes... This guy's great, actually. He's like the lead zombie of the movie.
Does he show up again?
He does. He shows up near the end, so...
I have to admit, it's been ages since I've seen the whole film.
Okay, here we go. Ah! I mean, he's got a sort of Frankenstein vibe about him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Completely unrelated note, Boris Karloff was Indian, or half Indian.
Really? Wow.
I just found that out recently. That completely rocked my world.
Kinda, yeah.
Although that's completely unimportant. Oh, his glasses fell off.
Oh, jeez. There's actually a tour of this cemetery elsewhere on the internet, and...
James Rolfe. By the way, if James Rolfe is watching us by some miracle, we love you, man.
Yeah, we love you. And yeah, he just got his head bashed very badly on the tombstone.
Yeah. Okay. So like, yeah, they didn't like. They went to this graveyard and had a wee look around, and the tombstones are real and everything.
And it's weird how they sort of like faked it because the tombstone's actually next to the car or something.
Yeah. What's going on here? There's some people and they're walking.
And an arse. Oh dear. This is quite effective.
That guy
actually.
there, he looks a bit space. I saw a guy look like he had a bag on his face. I don't know. Yeah. I'm picking up on things. So anyway, so I was going to say in the graveyard scene, so I was rudely cut off. I would have thought it would be sacrilegious to film this kind of stuff in a graveyard, and we actually got that.
So that's another producer of the film, actually.
By producer, do you mean people that donated their pocket money?
No.
That does just seem to be...
No, but there's a lot of people who did that, but he's more involved. There's Ben, the black guy there.
Yeah, first black hero ever in the film.
Yeah. He's great, isn't he? Yeah.
I love that it's like people always went up to George Romero saying, "Oh, it's a great statement, man, putting a black guy as the hero."
But it's just because he
was the best actor out of their circle of friends.
Well, he did the best audition, man. Yeah.
But it's like, but that's way more of a statement than it would be if it was intentional as a thing. He was just viewed as a guy. No, I think at this point there was the whole civil rights movement and Martin Luther King Jr. and all that stuff going on. So this would have been like really, really groundbreaking.
Yeah. The interesting thing about this movie is it's not like massively graphic. It's more about the characters, you know.
Yeah, I think that the zombie films kind of lost touch with that for ages until Zombieland came out. Yeah. I think it's have you seen Zombieland yet?
No.
No, that's another example of a film that's more about the characters and the zombies, and it really benefits from it.
Thing is, I've seen interviews, and this guy, he's a complete dick in the movie.
Is this the bald guy?
The bald guy. He's actually seems like a really nice guy in person, so it's quite...
That seems to be a thing, though.
Yeah.
Bastards. I think Robert Englund is like one of the nicest people in Hollywood. He's got a really lovely reputation.
No, but you could see going for a pint with Freddy, couldn't you?
I think, yeah.
So this guy's amazing plan is to hide in the basement.
Mm.
Yeah, which is never going to work.
Nothing ever good happens in the basement. You've seen Psycho? Or, I'm sure there's another film where something bad happens in the basement, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'll think for a while. Deadly Spawn?
I don't know.
Right, well, that was Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Well, not all of it. I still can't for the life of me remember what happens.
So, since you asked for round trees, we don't have round trees, but here's Walker's Crisps.
You said a guy called Jonesy asked for that.
A guy called Jonesy asked for that.
My cat's called Jonesy.
After
the cat from Alien.
So, Jonesy's our biggest fan. Just shout out to Jonesy.
Hey!
Yay!
Yeah, you give a shit what brand of lollipop we're eating. That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah. So, and Gabriel, do you recommend Night of the Living Dead?
Very much so. I also recommend the now playing podcast where you stole it from.
What where I stole that bit from?
Yeah, Night of the Living Dead is great. It's the start of a legacy. You know, George Romero is a really underrated director. He's done some great stuff. I mean, okay, maybe he needs to stop doing shit films, and then maybe people will stop looking on him as an underrated director.
I suppose one of the things about it is, you know how there's that thing, Halloween's the first movie to use all the slasher things about that
you could argue that Psycho, Black Christmas and Chainsaw Massacre are all there before it, but basically.
Halloween's the one that puts it all together, if you know what I mean. But yeah, and this is Night of the Living Dead's the one that really puts the
zombie genre together.
So yeah,
it's not my favourite by far. It's not my favourite of the Romero, but my favourite's Day of the Dead.
Which we may do in the future.
Which we hopefully we have to do in the future, because actually I remember what happens in that film. This would be a bonus, reviewing a film I can remember the entire plot of.
Probably be doing Dawn of the Dead as well, because I'm planning on buying that soon. So
yeah, that's not as good. It's actually, I'd say Night of the Living Dead's better than Dawn of the Dead. I think Dawn of the Dead drags on. It's 2 hours long, Dawn of the Dead.
2 hours of guys running around in a shopping mall.
Well, no, they don't even run around in the shopping mall much. It's largely 2 hours of people whining in a store cupboard, and then Tom Savini shows up and it goes awesome for the last half an hour. Tom Savini!
That's two wholehearted recommends then.
Yeah. So we have
But we actually have some bonus content for you today. That's not the end.
Oh no, we've got two episodes.
Here is the bonus content.
Yeah, there's more bonus content. Yeah, which I'm not going to tell you anything about because we're pricks. So there'll be another episode up, like seconds after this one.
No, we're going to put it together as the same episode.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, forget what I just said, or edit it out.
But apparently we'll be doing one next weekend if Chris comes.
Yeah, we'll be doing another episode next weekend.
So
We've got some
quick.
extra stuff on the end of this episode as a sort of personal existential despair special, in that I've had a weird week and I need to be immediately throwing myself into too much work.
We've both had a weird time of it recently, which is why we've not done an episode for a month.
Yeah. Well, we need to track down Beth McMahon and maybe...
That's not how you say the name, though.
McMahon?
Beth McMahon.
There's a fucking H, O and an N in it. That, to me, says Hon. Hon.
Again, being
Hon.
the straight man here, I'm going to apologise, Beth. I'm sorry for my co-hosts. Terrible behaviour. So yeah, and here's the bonus content.